Alright, what's up guys? Tony Rex up in here once again. Setting up my stream here, the mic, blah blah blah. So just give me 1 second, we're about to start off in just a second here. What I'm going to be talking about today is I'd rather stream because with the PS4 settings, I noticed that my videos will go up to like, I mean, you can have certain amount of time, and it's gonna be a long video. It's gonna be a long video because I want to, it's not basically a rant, but if anything, an anti-rant of all the previous rants of the, several, not streamers, because I'm not going at anybody directly, but just the amount of negativity on the forums, on the, other streamers' comments and pages and whatnot, blah, 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 on YouTube and things I've seen on Twitch as well about Fallout 76. Now, before anything, I just want to give you a little bit of background for me. I have been playing Fallout since, goodness, I mean not Fallout 1 or 2, but I have played Fallout 3. Basically, I did about 70-80% of that game. I didn't master it. When I mean master it, like, to me, in a game like that, or like a big, game like an MMO, is that you literally got every single item, you did every quest, you mastered, you did everything. I mean, I did the main quest, a bunch of side quests. I probably finished about 70-80% completion of the game. Let's put it that way. Fallout 3. Now, in Fallout New Vegas, I played a big chunk of that as well. Fallout 4, which I have the background here, I'll be playing some Fallout 4. I wish I could be playing Fallout 76 while I'm giving you a Fallout 76 review, my personal review of the game. But the beta already ended, and now we have to wait till November 14th when the launch of the actual game, the actual launch is. But Fallout 4, I still have lots of way to go. I think I'm about maybe like, I don't know, 25-30%, into the game. So I'm still going to be playing, even when Fallout 76 comes out, I'm still going to be playing some Fallout 4. And every now and then to, keep progressing the quest, because the lore, the story, I like it. I like Fallout a lot. But basically, I'm giving you a little bit of a background of what kind of player I am. I have played, related to Bethesda, I mean, like Bethesda games, I have played Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4. Also, I have played Skyrim, Oblivion, all these other games that they, have made as well. And I played, which is going to come to a point here where it matters. I'm going to tell you why. ESO, Elder Scrolls Online as well. So, let me start playing a little bit here. I'm just going to load one of the files, basically start messing around. So at least I give you something to look at. I don't want to be just my voice. I mean, that could get boring, I assume. But let's start the review real quick. What I've been noticing is about Fallout 76, I've been getting a lot of, like, negativity. Number one is because it's not a single player. Now, I am sorry, guys, but they announced this as soon as we started hearing about Fallout 76 news and rumors, blah blah blah. And then I mentioned we got to E3. They confirmed that it's a multiplayer game. It is what it is. Basically, and I give props to Bethesda. They have always been a company that, they go out there and give it a shot. They did it with ESO. Now, the reason why I mentioned ESO, the Elder Scrolls Online, prior to this, is because the only way that I can relate them is because they're both multiplayer and the same company makes them. Now, ESO has, which as far as I know, Fallout 76, they have nothing to do with that. They could in the background. I mean, that could be good and it could be bad, because whoever plays ESO knows where I'm going to next, most likely. But Cinemax Online, they are the ones that have to do with the marketing, the PvP, the online interactions aspect of the game. Now, Bethesda is basically the company, who makes the engine. And why am I overcumbered? Oh my god, I think this crap saved the last time. I did not want to save like this. Anyways, yeah, I'm overcumbered. Let me load another file, just for the heck of it, because this is, yeah, I know where I'm at right now. Anyways, with Cinemax, what happens is they have the marketing and the PvP and the online interactions aspect of it. So Bethesda is the one that actually gives you the game engine and who makes the game, right? So what happens is this: with a single player environment, We have Fallout 4. I mean, they given us Fallout 3 on the PS3. They gave us New Vegas. They gave us Fallout 4 just a couple years ago on PS4. So what I think, all this negativity because it's not a single player and it's a multiplayer. You need to relax on that because they are trying something out. They have ESO as I wouldn't say guinea pig, but they have ESO which came out probably 5 years ago since PC launched the first day. So they have this game to look at, which to study, to basically say, okay, what we did wrong, what did we do right, and they're still going, by the way. ESO was given like a year or two by the critics and reviews life expectancy, and the game is still going. I mean, since PC, it's been going for 5 years now since PC launch, so it's way past the 1 or 2 years life expectancy. The most biggest reviewers gave it, the critics, blah blah blah. I mean, 2017, if I'm correct, MMO of the year. Now it's on to just Somerset came out this last summer. The second biggest expansion for the game, the most successful in my opinion. Morrowind was huge as well, but in my opinion, I like Somerset way more. Morrowind was pretty cool as well. Advertisement on the freaking Super Bowl. That's some big stuff right there. That's not a little game. That's not a game that just died. That's a big game. So I didn't leave ESO, by the way. I just retired recently because I'm gonna move on to something fresh like Fallout, because I didn't like it necessarily. It's just I already did like 3-4 years. I've been playing since launch on the console, on PS4, which came a year after the PC launch. That's when Tamriel Unlimited came out, and then Xbox and PS4 got ESO. So I've been playing since then. Basically I'm satisfied with what I've done, but I'm not going to be playing a game for 10, 20 years either. So I just need something fresh, need to, get out of all that. So basically, let me load this other file, guys, because, I don't want it to get boring here. Let me put at least, no, not that one. See, this one is with mods, but I don't want to mess with that right now. Let's go with this one. This is my hardcore, basically survival mode file. So what I'm trying to tell you is they went that route, and only three basically that are the top three, big players. Let's put it that way. It's Daddy World of Warcraft. That's fine. We understand. That's that's Daddy right there. Okay, World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy 14, and ESO. All these other little like bootleg or this little things here and there, like Neverwinter, which died off eventually, Terra, all this other stuff, guys. Who knows? If you know MMOs, you know what's up. They're not. You know what I'm saying? Like it's right now. It's the top three is the one that most people talk about. It's World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy, ESO. Those are the top three big players right now. So ESO has come to the point where it has established itself as a franchise in the MMO game, in that business, right? So basically, what I'm trying to tell you is give it a shot, because the people that are being so negative on Fallout 76 are judging it and criticizing based off of a beta. This is not even the whole game, guys. It's a beta. There's a lot of things that might not make it or might make it into the full game by next week or week and a half. There's going to be a lot of, it's a Bethesda game, a Cinemax game. They're always, well, again, Cinemax, I don't know if they're related. Hopefully not, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure, I'm concerned they might have something to do in the background. It's an online game for Bethesda, so, the thing with Cinemax, and I'll explain that in a little bit, why I'm not such a big fan of them. But anyways, there's a lot of things that might or might not make it at the end, of the actual game coming out. Also,
it all sounds like
these games, Bethesda games, like I was saying in Cinemax, they're known for their little bugs and glitches and blah blah blah, but they're gonna fix them. For this game, I'm pretty sure they're gonna start they're already addressing the stash box. They're gonna do something about that. They're already addressing the little glitches here and there, things that they observe. Blah blah blah, doing the beta. So let's give it a chance, because we're judging this. See, what I noticed, and this goes into my second point of negativity here, it's because a lot of people are following the trend. They're seeing these negative videos that people are putting out there for Fallout 76, and they're just, oh yeah, it sucks, oh yeah, well it sucks, and then just people just following, not having just mindless clones. Like they're not even having an actual realistic opinion, like a personal opinion of the game. Some people haven't even given it a chance because, of what somebody else said. If I would have done that with ESO or you know, I don't know, with if I would have done that with Red Dead Redemption even, which is another game, great game that has come out recently. As some people, you know, even then Red Dead Redemption 2 has have some people say that they don't like it. I have friends that didn't like the game. You're not supposed to like it because most people say you like it, or not like it because a lot of people say they don't like it. That's their personal opinion. You have your own opinion. Did you like it? I'll tell you what Fallout 76 does great in a little while as well, after I tell you about the negativity. But there's a lot of things that Fallout 76 did well, and pretty sure is going to do great as well. Now, the other one is because no mods. I heard this one a lot. Oh, it's not going to have no mods. Okay, it's a multiplayer game, guys. It's a freaking multiplayer game. It's not supposed to have mods. At E3, Todd basically stated that their main focus was not mods. That they realized, yes, mods is a big part of Fallout. Just as, you know, Skyrim also has them. You know, Elder Scrolls games have it as well. But basically, it's a multiplayer game. If I was to have mods on the Elder Scrolls Online, I would be permabanned. I would be permabanned. Because you shouldn't have mods. It gives you attributes. It gives you things that you should not be able to do. And it's a environment where there's other players around you as well. So it should be some kind of balance and some kind of legit, you know, order. Yeah, balance within the game. Now, the fact that there might be in a DLC or patch later on in the future for Fallout 76 where they have instances where you can go with your buddies and mod the heck out of the lobby or a certain part of the world, whatever that they give us, like a, you know, a lobby or a room, right? Then that's fine, but it should not, I agree with them absolutely 100%. It should not be the focus right now. The focus is to deliver us and give us a great game, which we're working on. Even still to this point, the game's gonna come out next week. I'm pretty sure it's gonna do all right. Now, the other one is, oh, there was no NPCs. Okay, guys, think about this, please. Lore-wise, because I mean, a lot of people that play Bethesda games, like, you know, Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls games, or the Fallout games, they're so big on lore. Oh my God, I'm getting wrecked here. They're so big on lore. You know, God forbid if they do something out of lore. That's why ESO got a lot of hate sometimes, because, you know, things that they ended up doing outside of lore because of the timeline, because it was, you know, in time real, in a moment of time, you know, before Skyrim, and then there's no dragons. And, you know, for example, when Fanglair Dungeon came out, if you play it, so you know what I'm talking about, DLC, there was a dragon, you know, well, it was a dragon made out of bones. It's magic involved. It's a world that involves magic and all this crazy stuff. I mean, maybe there was a possibility there was a freaking dragon. Calm down and relax. You know what I'm saying? But they take it so seriously. I like the lore, but I'm not the type of person that I would just restrict myself from having fun if they do something a little bit on the edge. Now, if they completely breaks lore, then I understand. Yeah, no, I'm not about that either. I want the game to be, you know, to maintain itself within lore. But basically for Fallout 76, the scenario is that you're coming out on Reclamation Day. Meaning, after the Great War, after all the bombs have dropped, the world has gone to hell. It's all radiated, basically. So there's not a lot of humans that made it out there, if any. Most of the humans of the human race, most of the people, are inside freaking vaults. They're just coming out. Of course, there's not gonna be that many human NPCs, because the problem is that they're complaining there's a lot of human NPCs. Of course, there's not. There's robot NPCs. There's Mr. Handies. There's holotapes that you get, you know, as well, which gives you the quest, so you still get your quest, you know, one way or another. There are other type of NPCs as well. So it's not like it's not no NPCs at all. It's just the humans, because what they tried to do with this game, and I understand what Todd meant in E3, was that when you find another human, this human now in this, you know, game happens to be a player. That's where Fallout 76 is going to bring a different aspect and element to it that we've never seen in another Fallout game, because it's an online. Heal your companion. What's wrong with this guy? He probably got wrecked downstairs. Let me go get him. So it's going to be a different element. Not once, guys, me playing. I'm going to tell you, and this is just me, and I'm not being biased. Hey, I can tell you about ESO. There's a lot of things. You know, I left ESO not necessarily because it was, you know, not a good game. It's a good game. But there's a lot of things that I can tell you negative that I did not like, and the route that they're taking. Okay, so I can be unbiased. It's not all about Bethesda and, you know, this, you know, they're a great company and make great games, yes. But I can tell you when something is wrong as well. Now, the thing with Fallout 76 is, let me get to this guy real quick. I'm sorry, guys. Let me get to him as I'm telling you this. That there's Yeah, there he is. Okay, there we go, Preston. Come on now. But yeah, basically, you know, there's a lot of things that, you know, they're also gonna do wrong, and I understand that. Like ESO, for example. Let me go into ESO real quick, guys. For example, ESO, the reason why I left this is because not so much the game, but its toxic community. Over extremely toxic PvP, let me be specific, community. There's a lot of things that I did not like, the route that's going, the way the game is. I mean, when it first started back in the day, whoever has played ESO can agree, because you cannot disagree. It's a freaking fact. It's facts. It's legit. We used to have 10 campaigns for Cyrodiil. Now it's basically just 1 or 2, if any, because the other one's like a non-CP, irrelevant, campaign, and then 1 for low levels, irrelevant. But the CP campaigns, 1 the 7-day and 1 the 30-day, Vivek and the other one, or I don't know if they changed the name of it by the Murkmire DLC. I just retired like a week or 2 ago. I'm done with the game. You know, I'm not going to play, like I said, a decade of it. I'm looking for something fresh, and that's going to be Fallout 76 and possibly Red Dead Redemption, which I'll go into detail of those 2 games and how also things I must say about that. But anyways, ESO just, you know, the amount of time that they were so stingy, because it's Cinemax, you know, who does the marketing, the online interactions. Is not really Bethesda as much. It's Cinemax. You know, like I just got tired of the $30 mounts, the $140 plus houses, you know, the crowns that you have to invest. You know, I mean, I got to a point so bad. Now they're not as stingy. Oh, they're giving away levels, scrolls to level up, mounts, free this, free that, free DLC if you log in every day on the month of November. You get Murkmire for free, from what I understand. Last thing I noticed. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Cinemax was not like that. They were so stingy with the game. Immediate example. I don't know if you guys remember, whoever has been playing ESO for a long time. When the Dwarven Brass Spider first came out, it was like 2,000 crowns, if I am correct. 2,500 crowns, something like that. And it was brass colored, and you'd press X, and it did this little, like, action where you just flip its wings or whatever. Pretty cool thing. Me and my buddies got it, a bunch of guildies got it. Whoa, you know, blah, blah, blah. This is so cool. A month, not even, a month and a half later, the same, literally, guys, I'm not making this up. This is a freaking fact. The same mount, but because the wings light up like in with blue lights or something, like a little green bluish lights, 3,000, 3,500 crowns, like 1,000, 1,500 crowns more, if I'm correct. I don't even remember, for the same mount. What happens is that me, for example, unless you want to, like, hey, if you have money to be spending real money, I'm telling you, like $30, $40 for mounts, $100 plus, $140 plus, between that range for houses on ESO, then hey, you're a freaking gangster, my respect to you. But if realistically, you know, like the most average, you know, consumer, we can, you know, we can spend a little bit, but we're not gonna go bankrupt over a game, right? If I buy a mount, and just literally a month later, you're giving me the same mount, but a more OP, in parentheses, version of it, I mean, that sucks. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. You know, it is literally the same thing. On you know, designing aspect of it, it's the same design. The programming of it, the design is the same literal thing. The codes are literally the same. They just added blue light on the wings. More OP. 1,000 more crowns. Basically, in real life, $10 more, $50 more in real life. Suck it. That sucks, man. That shouldn't be like that. But that's just, you know, a lot of just one of the few of the lot of scenarios that Cinemax, and how stingy they are and how shady they are with their, you know, with that online transactions, and how money and marketing goes with them. Is this a bad guy? Yeah, it is. You're about to get the business. So basically, what are they fighting? A robot? Oh, oh, snap. Okay. So if they kill me, guys, this is hardcore survival, by the way. So oh my goodness, never mind. Yeah, she got it. Woo! So anyways, I know about how stingy Cinemax can get. That's why I don't want Cinemax to be a part of Fallout 76. Because I know how bad it can get, guys. We'll be, you know, seeing like freaking, by the way, when you played Fallout 76, if anybody go into the Atom store, basically it's the same thing as the ESO, they just call it the Crown store. Oh, I like the hat this girl has. So basically, I noticed that while I was playing Fallout 76, the more I played, I ended the beta with like 800 or 850 atoms. They're just there. I'm ready to use them once the game comes out. You know, I just want to make sure, you know, what they're for, and then what I'm gonna decide on getting, right? So it's there. It's there. They're there. So I'm just waiting for the game to come out, and we'll see what good use we put to for them. You know, what good use we put them for. I might just get something cool. You know, we'll see. Anyways, with if Cinemax was behind Fallout 76, then it could mean it could get like, you know, it could get bad. It could get like, you know, maybe like the Nuka stash, whatever, 1,000 atoms, and then you have to put in real money. Like, I know they're gonna have some kind of like real money transactions, you know, real money for, you know, atoms trade kind of thing. But I don't think by the looks of it it's going to be as bad as CSO, where amount is like $20, a house can be $100, $120, but then a couple of months later, hey, here's the new one, the new DLC, you got to get this one now. Oh, fuck, now my house sucks, now my previous mount sucks, it's outdated, I must get the new one, because everybody and their mama have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's just how they play you. You know, it's an MMO, it's just, you know, I mean, the amount of money that some people waste is unbelievable. I have friends that have spent thousands of dollars in ESO. But that's all the negativity, right? Let's go for the positive aspects of it. The positive side is, you know, Fallout 76 did something very well, very good. I felt, first of all, let me tell you, there was not one moment, guys, one moment, and again, I'm not being biased, one moment, I'm just telling you the truth, this is just how I felt about the game, one moment where I was bored. There was not one moment. Oh, Tony, well, it just came out, it's the beta, of course you're going to be excited, wait till a year passes by. We'll go into that, and we'll talk about Red Dead Redemption versus Fallout 76 as well, a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 from now. Let's just, I'll go in there as well in just a second here. There was not one moment where I was bored. Not one. There was always something to do. With my friends, or even solo, you get that suspense feeling that you're, you know, for example, you're like here, you know, I'm crouching, all of a sudden, boom, I get surged or rushed by ghouls or by super mutants or some enemy I have not seen. Whoa, whoa, wow, wow. Well, that's what happened in Fallout Survival, guys, Fallout 4. I'm not good at multitasking, but that's fine. You can see me die because that's not what I'm here for. I'm here so you guys can listen the review, right? So you might see me die a couple of more times. I don't care. I'm just basically trying to record this real quick. I don't want to go past, you know, an hour because then it gets too heavy. You know, I mean, not everybody's gonna be here for a freaking hour. So right now there's nobody in the stream, but if they come in, they want to listen to a little bit. If not, you know, I just wanted to, you know, basically put out there how I feel about Fallout. That's really why I'm doing it. I'm gonna try to keep it as short as possible. So anyways, with Fallout, I feel the suspense was there. It gives you that feeling of Fallout. You know what I mean? Like that Fallout feeling, it is there. It is there with your buddies. Immediate example, we're entering a cave, me and my buddy. At this point of time, it's just two of us. Me and him. Later, you know, we grouped up with like the whole 4, you know, squad of people. And we're entering this cave, which I don't know what the hell is in there. I mean, this is a new game, a new, you know... And just like the craziest stuff happening, new enemies, you know, like items, weapons that, you know, we loot in there. So it gives you that suspense feeling. Also, it's a huge map, guys. It's really big. I mean, from what they stated, I believe it's like 4 times the size of Fallout 4, which if you look at this thing, Fallout 4 is no small game at all. And this is not including the DLCs. I mean, there's DLCs, you know, like, for example, like Nuka. You know, it's somewhere around here. I don't have it on this file. I have it on my actual file. This is my survival hardcore file, but Nuka World is over there. You know, and all this stuff. So it's a huge game. So also I want to talk about the potential growth of Fallout 76 and how it compares, for example, with a game like Red Dead Redemption 2. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, you know, well, I'm going to Red Dead Redemption 2. Again, mindless clones, just as if they were generic clones. No self-opinion, no time to think. Well, let me reason this for a second. Let me actually play the game and no. Somebody said it sucks. Oh, it sucks. And then they just fill with negativity the comments about Fallout 76. Now, the people that have put good comments as well, positive comments, then good, you know, because there has to be a side of it, you know, if you like the game, there has to be a side of it to counter all that, guys. I mean, it's just so much negativity. It's almost as if, you know, like, you never wanted this, but in the first place, Fallout fans were the ones that were asking for a Fallout multiplayer, and now you got it. This is it, guys. They did it. It's a Fallout multiplayer. You got what you asked for. What you always wonder, what if if, you know, we got a multiplayer. Well, now you got it. So give it a chance, because you're judging and criticizing a beta. Let the game come out. And here's where I want to go with the whole, like, Red Dead Redemption and the potential growth eventually in the future for Fallout 76. Yeah, these guys are gonna kill me. They're probably gonna kill me. Here's the thing. Now, I'm not gonna bash Red Dead Redemption 2. I'll go as far as saying this, guys, because hey, I respect Rockstar. I love GTA 5. Okay, they have brought us, you know, a lot of great games. Even Red Dead Redemption 1 and PS3, I played the hell out of that game. I love that game. But here's the thing. Yeah, this guy's gonna kill me again. Here's the thing. Rockstar games like GTA and Red Dead Redemptions are the type of games which right now, I'll go as far as saying, between Fallout 76, right now, current time, as we are right now, Red Dead Redemption 2 is most likely the better game. There's no doubt about it. It's the better game. They've invested, I mean, 8 years, I think it was, right? Between 5 and 8 years to make this game, in the development and creation of this game, right? For Red Dead Redemption 2. So it's a heck of a game. I saw the graphics. I was blown away. It looked like a freaking movie. Yes, it's an amazing game. It's insane. The graphics, you know, I'm pretty sure the story is going to be fine. But here's the thing with those kind of games, like GTA and Red Dead Redemption, which the multiplayer is about to launch, if it didn't already, in the next couple of days, I believe it was, or weeks. It's a type of game that eventually will go down, most likely as good as it is now, because of what's being presented right now, and it's fresh and it's something new. It's gonna happen as it did with Red Dead Redemption 1, as with GTA 4 or 5, it has multiplayer. It gets to the point. Think in the future, guys. I'm not thinking about right now, because it looks, the graphics are insane and it's something new. Of course, everybody's gonna jump in it because it's fresh, it's something new. But down down in the future, down the line, the replay value of it, how high is it? Because GTA right now, it's deleted from my games. I had it a couple of weeks ago, played for a couple of weeks, and you get this fever, I call it. Oh man, I just want to play GTA. I download it again. I have the disc there, you know, install it, play with a couple of games, a couple of games with my friends, my buddies, kill a couple of cops, do some, you know, craziness in the streets, you know, in the GTA world, which is crazy. The cops kill me, or just go hunting other players down. But then after a couple of weeks, like, you know, it's kind of like you have a fever for it. Now you're satisfied. It's like, okay, I delete it again, and I find myself going to a game that has a higher replay value. What's a high replay value? For example, Fortnite, in my opinion. You always end up coming back to it and playing a couple of games. You know, Call of Duty, Battlefield, those are games, especially shooters, have a high replay, because it's always, you always find yourself going back. It's easy in those games to say, hey, let's just say, you know, let's just play a couple of games, and you get back on the game. Now, MMO, you eventually have high replay value, but eventually, in my opinion, it gets to a point where you just retire, and you did what you did, you know, and then you never go back to them because you put in your couple of years. But that's a different type of replay value, because that's more grinding. You have to level up a character. But as far as just getting on and playing it for an hour or two, it's something easy to do. Just Black Ops, Battlefield, or a racing game. You know, do a couple of races, blah, blah, blah. Get in, get out, you know, have fun with the guys. You know, so with GTA, you can do that, but it's a game that you find yourself, in my opinion, guys, unless you're like a hardcore fan and you're playing every single day, even to this point, even after years of GTA 5 being released, then that's fine. If you're a fan, you're a fan. I'm talking for the casual gamer. You know, like myself, for example, I find myself just deleting GTA, and then when I feel like, let's throw a couple of, you know, couple of hours GTA, let's kill some people, you know, I'll download it again, but then the fever goes by again, and then it's like, you know, but let's put it this way. With Red Dead Redemption, in the long run, how will it fare against Fallout? Because Fallout is a huge map, and I know Red Dead Redemption has an insane, huge world. I've seen the Twitch streams, I've seen the forums, I've seen what the game is about, okay? I've actually seen it, so I'm not talking out of my butt here. And I played Red Dead Redemption 1 as well, which I know it's not the same, but that still was a great game and a huge map as well, for its time being, at that time. So, for Red Dead Redemption 2, what I find myself thinking is, Fallout 76, if I can compare a little bit to ESO and the pattern that they went down, which necessarily is not the same game. And again, I don't know if Cinemax is behind this because they're the ones, again, backing up the online interactions, have to do with the marketing, the PvP. In the long run, the replay value of it is going to be higher than Red Dead Redemption 2. Before you freak out and say, oh, you're insane, think about this. GTA multiplayer and the quests get to the point where it's a little bit repetitive, just as Red Dead Redemption, and it's going to be a moment where it just plateaus a little bit. Fallout, just like ESO, if it's going to be an MMO, because it's kind of like an MMO survival game, right? I mean, the server holds like 24, 28 people, whatever, 30, I don't know how much it was. There's going to be, you got to be thinking about DLCs, expansions of the map, new things, like I read in a forum, I don't know if it's true or not, just rumors that there are going to be rat storms, it's just that they didn't put it in the game yet. There's going to be rat storms. There might be the possibility, guys, of being able to have robots, just like in Fallout 4, like a robot to create your companions, blah, 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 and whatnot. There might be, you know, more of the Brotherhood of Steel, more armor, weapons, more quests, you know, so much potential. Potentially, like, the potential growth of it, potential-wise, Fallout 76 is greater than Red Dead Redemption 2, because Red Dead Redemption 2 is a Rockstar game and we know what they're gonna do. Red Dead Redemption 1 did it. The multiplayer, it gets to a point where it's like, okay, I've played enough of it. The fever just went down. I already like satisfied. But with Fallout being an MMO, because I don't know if technically Red Dead Redemption is an MMO. It's gonna have multiplayer, but it's not an MMO. It's a single player game that has multiplayer. See, this is a multiplayer game that is an MMO. It's not the same. So, I mean, a single-player game is just like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, which is also going to be another great game. When Assassin's Creed Odyssey comes out, if they eventually do multiplayer, it's a single-player game that will be adding a multiplayer option to that game. It's not an MMO. Fallout 76 kind of is, because it's a, you know, a massively multiplayer online game. And it's massive. It's 4 times the size of Fallout. So, so what I'm saying basically, guys, is, you know, at the end of the day, I think Fallout has great potential, just like ESO. After 5 years, you know, commercials on freaking you know, as big of a you know, of a, how do you say, as big of a, wait, who is that? Oh goodness, okay, as big of a stage as the Super Bowl when Morrowind had that freaking what is this girl doing? Just following us?
I just want to trade a few things.
Sure thing.
I don't know what she's following. Anyways, but as big of a stage as the Super Bowl when the Morrowind commercials were coming out, the Morrowind expansion, and then Somerset, in my opinion, the biggest, you know, are you serious? That was 10 feet, 5 feet, if that. Okay, well, that's Fallout Survival for you guys. Anyways, you know, so, and it ended up having millions of players at one moment of time, like millions, I'm telling you. You know, since Somerset came out, I mean, biggest expansion to date. I love Somerset. Morrowind I like, but I really like Somerset. It's going to 5 years. It didn't die, as the critics gave ESO, you know, its death sentence of 1 year or 2. It's gonna suck because you're trying to do Skyrim online, and it's not Skyrim. Well, Fallout 76 is not Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas. It's Fallout 76. ESO is still here after 5 years, and it has made a lot of money. A lot, guys. You know, Cinemax and Bethesda has made a lot of money off of ESO, and they're still making money. So what I'm trying to tell you is, potential-wise, in the growth aspect of it, Fallout 76, I think, will be better than Red Dead Redemption 2. At the moment of time, though, no way. Red Dead Redemption just blows Fallout 76, and I can tell you, even as a Fallout fan and a Red Dead Redemption fan as well, that Red Dead Redemption 2 is way better than Fallout 76 at its current state. But potential-wise in the future, if we can think about that, if you cannot just lock yourself up like a racehorse when they put the little things, the blinds behind, you know, like on the sides of their eyes so they don't see to the side and just race. No, if you can see the whole spectrum, think about it. This is Bethesda. This is who dominated E3 this year. With all their announcement, with Fallout 76, with Starfield, with this, with Elder Scrolls 6, blah blah blah, you know, all this stuff. This is Bethesda, guys. The people that have given us all the way back from Morrowind, from Oblivion to Skyrim to Fallout 3, New Vegas, Fallout 4. Do you think they're gonna just go bankrupt and this is gonna die? Do you think Fallout 76 they did it just as a joke to not pursue, you know, like something greater? Think about it, guys. Think about that. You know, it's a company that has proved themselves to us as a company, as a gaming company. Yes, they have the little glitches. Yes, they have. I mean, no company's great either because Rockstar has a lot of stuff wrong with it as well. Every company does. Ubisoft. Oh, we can go on Ubisoft. EA. Let's not go there. Battlefront 2, Star Wars. Let's not go there. They almost. You almost really mess up with the little transactions. But anyways, what I'm trying to say is, and don't get me wrong. I have Battlefront 2 Star Wars downloaded right now, installed, and I'm gonna play that after this. After I play a little bit of Fallout 4, you know, because that's the game that I'm playing right now. It's a great. Oh, here goes this idiots again. So it's a great game. It's just that those transactions kind of like messed it up when they went that route. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, not a lot of streamers today. I had way more streamers when I actually was playing Fallout 76, and that makes sense because it's the actual game, you know. I mean, there's not a lot of people watching Fallout 4. But I basically did this just to actually have a video where I was able to rant for a good half hour, like I did, and give my opinion on, you know, on Fallout 76. Before I leave, I do want to say, I am not going to be biased here. There are some things that could be worked on Fallout 76. Before I leave, I want to let you know about this. PvP is kind of tricky. You know, it's kind of like, okay, me and my buddies, you know, gather around this person, eventually keep hitting you, you're over level 5, keep hitting you until you just, like, break, and then hit one of us, boom, now you're red, now you got a, you know, a cap, a wanted level, so now we kill you. So it's kind of tricky. It's kind of tricky. You can still, it's reduced damage when you don't accept the duel, let's call it, just like an ESO. You have to accept a duel before you actually fight. So here, you tap the person with the bullet. There should have different servers. They should have, because what point is good to have a sniper, for example, or a rocket from afar, and you see a player and not being able to one-shot them with good accuracy. If you hit him in the head, you know, critical shot, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I just tapped him and took 1% of his life. That doesn't seem realistic. That doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Have a server where there's no PvP, or you have to do that whole tap you know, blah, 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 crap, you know, if that's what you want. Or servers where it's just all-out PvP, and you're conscious and you're acknowledging that I'm going into a PvP server, or instance, what they call it, that when I hit you for real damage. So that brings another element of actual survival to the game, and how, you know, hardcore it can get. Number 2, the beta should have not kept progression. I don't mind it. It's not like I'm all against it. Hey, I'm level 20. I farmed a lot of mats. But I understand where people are coming from, where it should have not been kept, because now, when November 14th comes out, I'm level 20. I mean, it's not like nobody got to a level 100 and had, like, you know, a massive mansion or fort of a camp and had millions of mats. That didn't happen. You know, the highest player I ever saw in the beta was like level 28. I was level 20 myself, about to pop level 21. So before I just left. So it's not like people are in level 100 waiting for you outside Vault 76 when you come out. It's not going to be like that either. But what I can say is, it should have not been kept so everybody starts from the same, you know, from the same point, but it's not a game breaker. You know, it's not a deal breaker. I mean, like I said, it's not like people are on level 100 either. You know, it's just maybe most people average out, finish the beta level 10, 15, you know, from what I noticed. And the big one, this. You see this right here? The menu on Fallout 4, just as Fallout 3, when you have, you know, if I go 3 up time, if I go hit the D-pad up 3 times, I have my sniper, for example. This is just the way I have it set up. My melee weapons. Here I have my blah, blah, blah. Over there, you only have one of each. You go up, that's emotes, I believe it was, right? Or you go down, that's emotes. You go up once, that's favorite. You go left, that's stim pack, which I hate because I was popping stim packs left and right, wasting them when I was in a fight. I just happened to hit it by mistake. I like the control, and then left, you switch your weapons, kind of like ESO, like switching bars. You switch from your second bar to your main bar, kind of like that. Like I would switch from a sniper, boom, and then all of a sudden have my my pistol. But it was tricky because then I have to go D-pad up and then go into my favorite, the actual wheel, to switch how the left D-pad work. It was a little bit tricky, guys. In my opinion, do it like Fallout 4. Do it like Fallout 4. I mean, if you're online, it's multiplayer, okay, but don't let me have the stim pack there. Let me have the ability to choose. Okay, stim pack, boom, let me pop that stim pack. Okay, let me go back into the wheel. Actually, we're low on water. Boom, purify water. I just popped a water right there. don't let me hit the the right D-pad and be popping stimpaks left and right when I don't want that. Unless there's something I'm missing, I didn't understand that yet, and there is a way to modify that, then, you know, my bad, and, you know, we'll learn it when the, you know, the game actually, you know, drops on the 14th of November, and we'll mess with it a little bit more. But so far, I didn't like it that much, guys. So that's the negative aspects of it that I can see they can work on, you know. But all in all, the game is great. I did not have 1 second where I was not having fun. And we didn't even like explore that much of the map. It was all literally most of the times in the beta, which I'm glad they kept to their promise, because I saw this guy just ranting about the video. Oh my god, he was so freaking negative. I'm not gonna say names or whatever. I was just watching one of the ones I watched. Oh, there's a Y. Oh goodness, we're about to get it. That he was saying, oh, well, the beta, it was only like they promised 4 to 8 increments, and the last one, one of the last one was 2 hours. Yeah, it was 2 hours, because then on a Tuesday, because then the Thursday they gave you 6 hours. Are you dumb? Come on now. There was one day where they even apologized for the people. They didn't have to do that. They had to re-download it, and gave one day where it was almost like 10 or 11 hours straight up gameplay. There was another day with 7 hours straight up gameplay. Did you not like that? Oh, you're ranting about the game, that they did this or that about the beta, that it wasn't like the increments that they said of 2 or 4 hours per day. I mean, 4 to 8, I'm sorry. But they sure did give you 8 hours one day or 7. They sure did give you 11 hours on another day. Yeah. So, come on, let's not be, you know, ungrateful here. It's still a beta. It's not like they were going to leave it open every single day, 24 hours, 7, you know. They did what they did. It was good. I think it was appropriate, because also, if indeed the progression was going to be kept, do you imagine if I would have played the 2 whole weeks straight, and I would be level 50 starting the game? Come on now. So I think they balanced it out just as well. Yes, there was one day that they gave us 2 hours, but you know what? 2 days after that, they gave us 6. Split it up. 4 hours per day. Tony Rex up in here. You have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry for the rant, but in my opinion, it's more like an anti-rant as well. Alright, you have a great day, guys.